Okay. Good evening, everyone. Just let me know if you are able to see me, if you are able to hear my voice properly, so we can start. Right now, we are having this session on two platforms. One is Zoom, another is YouTube. For Zoom, I have enabled the chat box, so you can message me. But the limit on Zoom, like 500 students have already joined. So those who are on YouTube, currently I have disabled the chat box. At the end of this particular say, like around the end, I will enable the chat box so you can message me. Okay. So those who are on Zoom, please let me know if you are able to hear me, if you are able to see me, so we can start with the session. Okay. Okay, great. Okay. So I guess we are good to go. We can start with the session. Okay. So first of all, good evening, everyone. Welcome to this very important session for all the 2026 batch students. I guess like you all know already that Infosys has announced the on-campus drive opportunity for the 2026 batch. I will share more details about it. Okay, in this session we are going to discuss about the pattern, like what is the usual syllabus, important topics, how you can prepare in the limited days that you are having. Okay, and we'll be discussing about the different job roles as well, which we are going to like, which basically Infosys is going to provide you. Okay, so I would like to welcome you all to this very important session. Before starting, okay, as you can check, there is one quote on the screen. Okay, one opportunity used wisely can change your life dramatically. Okay, so you need to understand this is the opportunity which many 2026 batch students are, and even earlier were waiting for this particular opportunity. If you use your next 20, 30, 40 days effectively, you can change your life dramatically. Already you know the situation outside, and you have got this particular opportunity. Those students who are having it, you need to understand the importance of this particular opportunity and accordingly take the action on it. Okay, so there are a couple of students who are new to this particular platform, and there are some students who are already aware about Talent Battle and me. I will quickly give introduction about our platform. So basically we started Talent Battle in year 2013. I graduated back in 2013. I have earlier like worked in TCS as well. Okay, and after graduation immediately we started with this, and then I joined the company, and I took a I decided to leave the company and continued with my passion. Right now at Talent Battle, we are having the students from entire country who prepare with us for various on-campus and off-campus opportunities. We have the students from almost 5,000 plus colleges who prepare with us for the different campus placement preparation. For the we do offline trainings as well. We go to the colleges and we provide various trainings. So right now we are associated with 60 plus colleges in this year itself. Overall we have crossed 300 plus colleges across India where we do different type of trainings, but in this year we have crossed 60 plus colleges for the different online offline level trainings. And on our YouTube also we are having almost 269k plus subscribers. Those who are on YouTube, make sure you subscribe to this particular channel, so whenever we upload any new drive related information you will get it. Okay, one more quick info. We are partnered with TCS Ion for the content part as well. So just to give you idea about our experience, you might be already aware about TCS conducts paid NQT exam, that is National Qualifier Test exam. Whenever any student register for it, TCS Ion provides them aptitude and programming language content, mock test series content for the preparation. That particular content has been developed by Talent Battle team, and we are really proud about that particular collaboration. We have been featured in couple of web platforms as well, like regarding our achievements. So this is about us, that we are working into this industry from last 12 plus years and helping the students in online offline way whichever is possible for the campus placement preparation. Now, let us come back to the actual point. Okay, why this particular drive matters. Okay, Infosys drive. Now, you need to understand there are a couple of top mass hiring MNCs. Okay, in India. Okay, definitely there are two type of companies that you need to understand. One is service based company, another is product based companies. Product based companies which will like usually provide you the higher packages, but the number of hirings will be less as compared to the service based. So when we talk about the top mass hiring service base, Infosys comes into it, Cognizant, TCS, then Accenture. Okay, these companies come into the picture. Okay, now Infosys from last couple of years again has been a top recruiter. Okay, TCS is definitely higher than it. Okay, Now, one good news, recently Infosys CEO announced that okay, they are going to hire almost 20,000 plus fresh graduates. So it is really a good news for all the students, okay, considering the current situation. Okay, you might be also facing, okay, there is what we can say, the limited opportunities you're getting, okay, even at a college level, whether it is on campus drive or off campus drive, and you need to convert those limited opportunities. Now, what they are doing over here, usually there is one misconception. Let me be very clear with you guys, okay? Usually there is one misconception with the students about service-based company that they only provide you 3 lakhs, 4 lakhs kind of package. Even if you check online, usually on social media, people just like say things about TCS, Infosys, that they only provide 3 lakhs, 4 lakhs of package. Even when I joined TCS in 2014, my package was 3.26, and even the current TCS package is 3.26 for the initial role. But you need to understand what all these companies have done, whether it is TCS, Infosys, Capgemini, Cognizant, Accenture, they have added multiple roles for a fresher. So even Infosys provides you three different roles, and the salary range is from 3.4 or 3.6 to almost 9 lakhs. So what these companies are saying, if you are having skill set, then you can go for higher package. If you do not have much skill set, then maybe you are comfortable or maybe you're suitable for 3.6 only at the start. Okay. So please do consider these opportunities. Do make sure that you give importance to these opportunities. Okay. So this is about the different roles they are providing. I will discuss about it in some time, like more about the Infosys roles. Okay. Now, if you crack the Infosys drive, it can surely open the doors to a stable tech career that you need to understand. Okay. So I hope you have understood the importance. Okay. You might be already aware about what is happening outside, how limited opportunities are there. Okay. So accordingly, you need to work on this particular opportunity. Okay. Now, what exactly is this particular opportunity right now, which Infosys has launched? Okay. Please understand there are two types of drives. I am explaining this because there can be many students who are attending this type of drive for the first time. So what is the difference between on-campus drive and off-campus drive? So on-campus drive is basically for certain colleges, okay, or maybe you can say universities. It is not open drive for all the students across India. So right now, what Infosys has launched, it has launched on-campus drive for the selected colleges and selected universities. It is not open drive. Usually they launch off-campus drive, or even if you consider TCS launch national qualifier test, which is off-campus drive, which is for all the colleges, almost all the branches across India. Last, like for your seniors, 2025 batch, they launched this drive 2 to 3 months back. But since you're in 2026 for TCS, at least you need to wait for some time. Currently for Infosys, they have launched it for specific colleges and universities. Even in some cases, it can be a diversity drive as well. Now, what do I mean by diversity drive? Some companies, sometimes they conduct a diversity drive, like it can be only for girls. Okay, so your training and placement department will give you idea whether you are eligible, or whether your college is eligible for drive, and again if the college is eligible, whether you are eligible for that drive or not. Okay, so if it is on campus drive, just check if your college is part of it. If not, okay, then what you need to do, okay. Also one more thing I would like to mention over here. Right now the on campus drive is happening at certain states, or you can say certain cities and universities. It is not necessary it is end of all the on campus drive. So usually what happens, it goes phase wise. So suppose, just for example, right now if they are visiting multiple universities of Maharashtra, they may go to Karnataka, they may go to some southern regions or even northern regions later on. Okay, so you need to just wait and check the update from the training and placement department, okay, regarding the opportunity. Now about off campus drive. Currently for your 24 and 25 senior batches, they have launched the off campus drive as well. So even those students who were earlier not part of on campus, they can apply for the off campus. But for the batch of 2026, you need to wait, okay, at least 2 to 3 months they will take. I'm saying at least, it can be more as well. Okay, I don't want to give you any false hope or false commitment as such, but usually 2 to 3 months may take for the off campus drive. But it does not mean you should stop for the preparation. Okay, like suppose right now your college is not having on campus Infosys drive. Okay, so don't be into that misunderstanding. Okay, whenever Infosys will announce the off-campus drive, that time only I will start preparing. Don't do that. Okay, the most important part is you need to be ready with all the preparation, because the opportunities are going to be limited and you need to convert each and every opportunity. Okay, that is very important. Now, the eligibility criteria, I will not go too much detail into it. For the eligibility criteria, your college might have already given you idea about it, like about your 10th percentage, 12th percentage, then diploma, then BE, Tech marks, and even if you're doing ME, Tech, what is the expectation? Okay. Some important things: no active backlogs. Candidate should be willing to relocate to any location as required by Infosys. Candidate should be willing to work on different technologies as required by Infosys. Okay, definitely your training and placement department will give you idea about it. Okay, and accordingly you can check whether you are eligible or not. Okay, so I will not put too much time on this. Now, this is very important. Infosys job profiles, okay, comparison table. Now, you can check. I have mentioned different job roles. Everyone, please pay attention. The current drive which Infosys has launched for the 2026 batch, which is on-campus drive, okay. Currently, the first part is going to be system engineer role. So you all are going to apply or even sit for the exam, which is for system engineer role. Usually, it is a mass hiring. Okay. Majorly, it will be aptitude kind of exam, aptitude based. I will go in detail of the syllabus, important topics, everything. The package is approximately 3.6 LPA. Now, one very important thing, I will go to the next slide and again come back to this. Okay, the screenshot is bit blur. I have taken it from email just for you get the exact reference. Everyone, please try to read. Students who clear the initial test and interview for the system engineer role will also get a chance to upgrade their offer to digital specialist engineer, that is 6.25 LPA, and specialist programmer, which is 9.5 LPA, through an additional round of programming test and in-person interview. This is optional and will have no impact on their initial offer. So you need to understand why this particular opportunity is crucial. If you crack the system engineer role, which is for 3.6 LPA, you get opportunity to try for DAC, that is digital specialist engineer role, and also for specialist programmer role, which is 6.25 and 9.5 as well. So they are going to provide it to those students who are going to get selected from the initial test and interview. Those who have the system engineers offer, they can try for DAC and SP. And suppose, unfortunately, if you are not able to clear a DAC and SP role, don't worry. Anyhow, you have the system engineer role with you. So it is not going to make any impact on the initial offer. Okay. In this particular session, we are not only going to discuss about system engineer, but we are also going to guide you about DAC and SP. So we have our technical expert with us. Okay. In this session, later on, he will also cover the part. So in future, if you crack that system engineer role, I'm sure you will do that. Okay. Once you do that, you can prepare really well for DAC and SP as well and go for the higher packages. Okay. So these are the three roles for which currently you will be going. The power programmer role, I will not go too much into detail of it. It is usually internal transition. So once you join, then later on you get the opportunity for it. Then some colleges are having internship offer from the Infosys as well. Okay. Even I would like to mention you all, you might be aware about Infosys Springboard learning platform. When I decided to conduct this particular session, some of the training placement officer even suggested me to mention this part, which is also very important. Everyone, please listen. Suppose your college is not having on-campus drive right now, okay? But usually all the colleges students are having access to the Infosys Springboard. What you need to do, Infosys conducts various activities on this particular Springboard portal. If from one particular college more students start participating in it, do various activities on it, then your college training and placement officer can push that particular part to the HR of Infosys, that our students are utilizing the Infosys Springboard effectively, please give them chance for the drive. So you need to understand, it is not only from the training and placement departments, like it is not only in hands of TNP department, it is in your hand also. So you need to understand, whenever these companies, not only Infosys, some other companies like TCS, Accenture, they also have different learning platforms. If you use that learning platform effectively, if more number of students do it effectively, then your college TNP department can again approach the company and tell them to come to the college for the on-campus drive. Okay, so you need to understand, make sure you use these kind of platforms. Okay, but right now our entire focus will be on these three roles. Okay, first part will be to crack the system engineer. Okay, let me go to the next slide. Okay, I have already covered this. Now one very important thing, okay, latest pattern. Okay, what has changed in Infosys pattern from the previous year? Okay, they have added two new sections. The first five sections were as it is, okay, even before 2 or 3 years. The last two sections they have added recently. Let me go one by one for the each section. In between, if you wish, you can take a screenshot as well. Okay, first let us discuss the section 1, that is technical ability. Though the name is technical ability, but it is nothing but mathematical ability. Okay, it is nothing but quantitative related questions. You can check the total number of questions are going to be 10 only, and the time is going to be 35 minutes. So the difficulty level will be higher in this particular section, that you need to understand. The second section is going to be reasoning ability, 15 questions, 25 minutes, medium to high level you can consider. The third section will be verbal ability, 20 questions, 20 minutes. I will mention the topics in some time. Let us first discuss the pattern. Okay. Fourth part is pseudocode. So in pseudocode, you are going to have only 5 questions for 10 minutes. Okay. As you can check the overall pattern, it is more focused towards aptitude. So even if you're right now not completely prepared with the technical, with the help of aptitude, you can still crack this particular exam. Because you need to understand, for the fourth section, that is pseudocode, they have not mentioned anything about specific programming language. They have mentioned about pseudocode, so it can be like logical based questions. You can expect the like code output kind of questions, so you do not require specific language knowledge, just a logical thinking from the programming language point of view. Okay, that will help you. The section 5 is going to be puzzle solving, where you are expected to solve 4 questions and approximately 10 minutes will be given to you. Okay. Now these two sections they have added recently. Sixth section is English grammar, where you are going to have only 5 questions for 10 minutes. And the last section is English writing, where you are going to have single question for 10 minutes. So if you can check, it is almost 120 minutes, 2 hours of exam, and these many questions you are supposed to attempt. One very important thing, guys, okay, as per the information shared by students who were part of previous drives and even the general information which is available online, you need to understand, Infosys usually makes all the sections mandatory to qualify. Okay, usually it is not like this will this time also it will happen, but you need to perform really well in each and every section. You need to cross, or you need to, what I can say, qualify each and every section. It is not like you score really well in quantitative and if you are poor in verbal you will qualify. It will not be like that. You need to score really well in each and every section, and then you can go for the next round. To be honest, companies never share the cutoff. Okay, and even we don't know if they keep cutoff. Suppose if they are having a bar, okay, initial maybe 50,000 students we will qualify for the technical interview or personal interview, they can do it like that as well. So it totally depends on how students respond to that particular test. Okay, now one important line which I have mentioned at the end, okay, you can check over here in the bottom, the points which I am sharing right now are depending on the latest as well as previous information, which, okay, the entire video. If there are any changes to the pattern or even the syllabus, if we come to know through the company or even through any maybe TNP department, we will let you know through the social media profile. But 99% of the chance is going to be there, it is going to be the same as it is. Okay, let me go to the next slide. Now let us discuss the sections one by one. Okay, first we will go for the reasoning ability, and then we will go for the technical ability part. In reasoning ability, you are going to have 15 questions, 25 minutes. Usually you get 5 questions from syllogisms topic. Okay, if you are not aware, later on you can check it online, or if you are having any resource you can check it. So syllogisms are usually having 5 questions. Then the data sufficiency, data interpretation is again very important when it comes to the Infosys. Okay. So it is not like you should completely ignore other topics. But suppose if you come to know from the college that you have only 15 days for the preparation, then definitely you cannot go for each and every topic. So what I would recommend, suppose if you have 10 days, 15 days, 20 days only remaining for the preparation, then just focus on these topics. Okay. So syllogism is again very important topic when it comes to the Infosys. These kind of questions, I'm not sure if you are able to read it properly. These are the actual questions from the previous exam which has happened. Okay. So the directions kind of like they provide you some statements, then they provide you some conclusions. Okay. And then you need to check which conclusion follows. These kind of questions will be asked to you. Okay. So you can cross check later on. Once you start attempting that particular topic, you will get idea about it. Okay. Now, as you can check, one more example I have put over here, some directions, they will provide you some statements and like statements for that particular question. And then you need to check whether the given statement is sufficient to answer or not. Okay. This is just for the reference purpose I am sharing. Now, let me go to the next part, that is technical ability, which is nothing but mathematical. Okay. Like quant related questions. So total 10 questions for 35 minutes. Okay, you can check different topics I have mentioned over here on the screen. Okay, averages, percentage, allegation mixture, then even the questions on time, speed, distance, like train, boat, you can be asked. Okay, profit loss ratio, proportion, probability. So almost 12 to 15 major topics of quantitative will be asked. Okay, in this particular section, even the questions related to mensuration like area, volume can be asked. Okay, and there is one topic which usually Infosys asks. Earlier they used to ask a lot of questions like during 2019, 2020, but now they have reduced that, and in even some cases they have completely skipped that particular topic. But I would not recommend you to completely skip that topic. Okay, it is a crypt arithmetic topic. It is very challenging topic. Okay, if you have not gone through any questions earlier, make sure at least you go through it. Okay, so you have idea about it. Suppose if they don't ask, still that is fine, at least you will learn something new. Okay, but make sure you focus on these particular topics which are important for the technical ability. In technical ability, the number system, HCF, LCM, then the questions related to average, profit loss, whichever topics I have mentioned, make sure you, if you have not studied at all so far, first understand the concept, go through 10 to 15 practice questions, and then directly solve Infosys specific questions. That will help you. Okay, so you can check the questions like this. Some of the questions, they will provide you the scenarios and you need to find out the answer. Then the probability questions, then even the questions related to time, speed, distance. This particular question is for time, speed, distance. So these type of questions can be asked. These are all previous year questions only. Okay, now let us come to the verbal ability part. Now you need to understand, in verbal ability, very important thing considering Infosys is to solve reading comprehension questions quickly and effectively, because they are going to provide you 20 questions, 20 minutes. So one question, 1 minute. If you understand that particular para quickly and effectively, then you can save your time. So the usual questions, please note there can be some changes in the number of questions topic wise. This is for the reference only. To solve these questions, you need to have knowledge of these concepts. If you don't know the basic English grammar concepts, definitely it will be very challenging for you to solve the verbal ability questions. Okay, so if you know these concepts, usual topics are sentence completion, then error detection, like correction, also reading comprehension. As I mentioned, the para is going to be important for Infosys. So these kind of questions will come for the exam. Okay, so this is for the verbal ability. I hope you have taken a screenshot so I can go for the next slide. Now, again, couple of questions I have put on the screen. Okay. So, for example, if you, I'm not sure whether you are able to read it correctly. I will read it for you. So, identify the correct sentence. So, they have given you 4 options and there are mistakes in 3 sentences. You need to identify which sentence is the correct sentence. Okay. Similarly, a couple of like paras are given, paragraphs are given, and you need to find out the answer for whichever question they have asked. Okay. So, this is about verbal ability, third section. Let us go to the fourth section, that is pseudocode. In pseudocode, you are going to have only 5 questions and 10 minutes will be given. The usual questions are asked on loops, concept, then operators, then if else condition, then inheritance and method overloading. It is based overriding. It is based on the previous experiences. But to solve this, you will need these you will need some other concepts as well. Okay, so it is not like only they will ask you questions on these particular concepts. There are a couple of other concepts as well, as you can check on the screen. Okay, now what I would recommend, those who belong to that category where you are completely not confident about coding, focus more on aptitude. I don't want to say completely ignore the coding part, okay, but maybe dedicate 10 to 15 hours only for the technical. If you have around 60-80 hours only for the preparation, if the date has been announced for some college, okay. If not, you can go in detail for the pseudocode part as well. Okay, so it totally depends on how much time you have, in which section you are comfortable. Accordingly, you need to prepare a strategy. Okay, now let me go for the next slide. So you can check what will be the output of the given pseudocode. So these kind of questions you are going to have. Then the second question is, consider the given problem statement. So the closest pair of points in an array of distinct points. So these kind of questions, just for the reference I have put, so you get idea about it. Okay, these are Infosys previous questions. Okay, now let me go to the next slide. Okay, so as I can check, there are many students on YouTube as well. If you have not subscribed, make sure you subscribe to the channel as well. Okay, so later on, if we put any update, you will get information about it. Okay, the next section is going to be puzzles. You are going to have 4 puzzles. Okay, 10 minutes time will be given to you. I will show you the examples as well. Usually the puzzles are based on numbers and grid based kind of thing. I will show you the example. Okay, just check these kind of puzzles, as you can check on the screen. So there is one question mark, other options are given like 121, 484, some numbers are given, and you need to find out what analogy is there. Okay, what is the sequence they are following, and you need to find out the number. So 4 questions, 10 minutes are given. As you can check, some questions may carry higher marks, some questions may carry lower marks. Okay, as you can check, this particular question was having 3 marks, this question was having 2 marks. So you will be getting that idea as well. Okay, where you need to focus more. Okay, so you can check the second question as well. They have given you some boxes like squares, and you need to find out which number is missing, or basically why they have put the question mark. So these kind of puzzles they will be putting. Okay, so this is about the puzzle section. Now this is the new section which they have added. So earlier 5 sections we have discussed, that is reasoning, technical ability, which was maths only, then the verbal ability, then the pseudocode and puzzles. The next section they have added separate section, it is English grammar. The verbal ability is there, but the English grammar section, in which they ask you 5 questions based on subject verb agreement, tenses, prepositions, articles, active voice, passive voice kind of concepts. Okay, so again, basics of English, if you know it really well, it will help you. So this is the 6th section which they have added recently. And the last section is English writing. So in English writing, you get approximately 10 minutes. One question will be there. Usually they put some essays, okay, and essays based on the recent topics. Like it can be AI based any topic. It can be like any recent things which are happening, okay. Or there can be some questions related to close this, which is a part of verbal ability or paragraph completion. Or they will ask you to write down a couple of formal, informal writing, okay, where they will try to identify and evaluate your writing skills. Okay, now for essay, please try to understand. I'm not going too much deep into it, okay, guidance, because it is not possible due to time. Okay, but for essays, you need to understand, if they have mentioned minimum number of words like 100 words, 200 words, if you are supposed to write, at least you make sure you reach to that particular limit. That is the first thing which you need to do. Suppose they have mentioned minimum 100 words, in those 10 minutes you need to write those 100 words or 200 words, whatever they mention. Second thing, you need to avoid grammatical mistakes and even punctuation mistakes. That is very important, because do you really expect there will be some human who is going to read out your all the essays? No, there is going to be a system, there is going to be AI which is going to read each and every essay, right? So what it will do, it will first check if the number of words are like as per the given condition. Second thing, if there are any grammatical mistakes, if there are any punctuation mistakes like capital letter, small letter, full stop, comma, all those things. And the last thing which it will check, if they have given you certain topic, like for example, do not consider AI completely like a fool. Okay, if they have given you a topic, maybe sports, And if you randomly speak on movies, write something on movies, it is not going to work out. How the system will work? The system will have certain relevant keywords. So if it is sports, there can be relevant keywords: cricket, football, then maybe physical strain, all these kind of words. So what you can do, try to relate that topic with certain keywords. Okay, so system will be able to understand it. Okay, and then you will be able to qualify. Please do not create very lengthy or difficult statements. Even if you create simple statements which are grammatically correct, it will be fine. Okay, so it is about English writing. So once you go through all these rounds, all these sections, basically 7 sections, if you perform really well, they will call you for the next rounds, which are interview. In the interview, if you perform really well, whether it is technical interview or HR interview, you will get information that you are qualified for the system engineer role. And then your journey starts for the next role, higher package. Okay, so what you are going to do, okay, once you clear the system engineer role, okay, what is the thing which you are supposed to do for DAC and SP? We will cover it right now. Only Rohit sir is with us, who will guide you about it. It is not necessary you immediately start the preparation of DAC and SP. Right now, focus on system engineer role, because that is going to be your exam. But once you attempt the exam, immediately start the preparation for DAC and SP role. Okay, don't wait for the results, because anyhow the preparation is not going to go in vain. Okay, so make sure you do it. So Rohit sir, are you available? So we can
Yes,
start
sir.
with the regular part. Once Rohit sir covers all the content, I will come back and give you further information. Okay, sir, please start.
Okay, sir. Thank you. I hope I'm clearly audible.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so again, I welcome you all, guys. Just to give you the information about the advanced roles. If you talk about the digital specialist engineer role and specialist programmer role, right? So, sir has already given you the idea about the packages what Infosys is offering for these particular roles. Uh, Detailed information about the sections and pattern is given for systems engineer role, where pseudocode is only the one section which is coming from technical part, and rest of the sections are majorly dedicated to the aptitude part and English communication. Under the pseudocode, sir has already given you the idea about the topics to prepare and what kind of questions they are targeting. Just one point to add over there is more focus should be on bitwise operators and recursive functions. If you see the, I'm talking this parameters based on the previously analyzed things, the questions what students have shared previously, their feedbacks, and based on their experiences, maximum questions were based on bitwise operators and recursive functions, and rest of the looping statements, conditional flow and all, because they have only mentioned 5 questions in that particular section. But the same thing what you are going to prepare for pseudocode will help you in DSC as well as SP role also, because solving pseudocode question is something which will help you for logic development, which is the prerequisite for coding part. Okay, so if you talk about DSE and specialist programmer role, earlier Infosys used to conduct the same thing through coding and advantage coding round. Now they have just changed the names to digital SE and specialist programmer. The package is around 6.2 and 9.5 for respectively for both. Preparation strategy and what are the important topics, you have to focus on coding statements. This is dedicated to coding. Coding assessments will be conducted, and apart from coding assessments, in technical interview they will ask you the concepts, as well as DBMS concepts are also important. So I have added topics of DBMS also that you should prepare, because in interview they will be targeting that particular subject also, right? So if we talk about the DS, right, what are the important concepts that you need to prepare for DSC role? Maximum questions, you can expect 2 coding questions here in this particular assessment, where maximum questions will be based on arrays and strings, and you can uh, make sure that the platform what they are using for the examination, you have to write down the particular logic main function code there, and maximum satisfaction of the test cases should be done, because the evaluation criteria is dependent on how many test cases you satisfy, what is the quality of your code, are you taking care of optimization, means time and space complexity, and all the hidden test cases are also part of that, where you have to satisfy maximum test cases. Quality of code, I mean to say that from freshers perspective, it is expected that you should write down fundamental logic as well as optimized code and minimum use of ready-made functions. Sometimes they can restrict the use of ready-made function, but I haven't seen any specific instruction from Infosys on this particular parameter. But be ready for both. At runtime, if you get this instruction that you are not supposed to use ready-made function, you should be ready to go with fundamental logic. So arrays, strings, number conversion, and basics of DSA, maximum Java and Python, because Infosys used to support Java and Python, both languages, in a major basis, right? So be ready for that. CCPP is also allowed, not specific restriction, but maximum Java and Python. DBMS, as I said, it is part of the interview process. You can expect few questions based on DBMS part in interview part also. So in that, maximum focus should be on your database schema, how you are writing down the SQL queries. Even they can ask you to write down the SQL queries during the interview. And in coding part also, they can ask you to write down the small problem statement code, just like, for example, sum of natural numbers using recursion, palindrome string, palindrome number, reverse of string, reverse of array. These kind of questions they can target just to check how your problem solving skills lies, how you reply or response to the particular scenario, and what is your approach towards solving that questions, right? So these are the topics that you can target for DSC role. Especially in detail, if you see, for Java, you can go for class abstraction, that is object oriented programming concepts. Inheritance is there, even specifiers, exception handling, flow control, QDQ, array. So you can see little bit of DSA topics are also involved in the process. So one easy level question, medium level question, and one hard level question you can expect. But again, sir has already given that information, and I am also repeating the same. The data what we are sharing here, or the data what we are using here in terms of questions or in terms of the important topics, are based on the previous information or analysis and feedback experiences. There is again a chance that it might get changed if company is modifying anything in the section part or in the pattern part. But this is something which will definitely going to help you for not only Infosys but for other cases and all the rules, right? In terms of Python also, same topics you can repeat, and depending upon your programming language, preferred programming language, you can go with that particular case, right? The approach should be very clear. Whatever the time is allocated to that particular section, according to that, 40% of your time you should allocate for analysis of the problem statement, what is given to you, what is the input provided, what is the output expected, and algorithmic steps. Many students always face this issue that when we start writing down the code, we always stuck in between. We know the concept, we can explain the same concept in interview in a very well manner, but when it comes to writing down the code, we stuck in between. So the problem solution to this is very simple. Whenever you are practicing, whenever you are solving the coding questions, or whenever you are attending any sessions related to that, make sure that you are focusing on logic development. That is what we call algorithmic steps generation. It is a rough work for your final solution, and to write down that final solution code, it will hardly take 5 to 10 minutes, only when your algorithmic steps are ready. So make a approach, make a habit of writing down the algorithmic steps for every problem statement that you are solving, doing a proper analysis, understand the given description. Everything will be very clearly mentioned in the problem statement, so you can develop the logic accordingly. And if your steps are ready, then you will not stuck in between, and you just have to convert that rough work, convert that algorithmic steps into the syntax, coding syntax of the respective language. This approach will definitely help, and many of my students are already working with this approach, and they have got very good success in this. Okay, talking about the last role, that is SP, specialist programmer role, right? If you see the structure of specialist programmer role, they have very clearly mentioned over there that we will be asking you 3 questions. The coding round will be of 3 hours, one question dedicated for 1 hour of time, and the topics that they will be targeting in those questions will be: first, DSA topics, like I have written everything here, which includes your array, space complexity, time complexity, concept, searching, sorting, recursion, even linear and non-linear DSA. Everything is there which they have targeted in the first part. That is your first question. Second and third question is dedicatedly for greedy algorithms and dynamic programming. So one question from greedy, one from DP, dynamic programming. All these 3 comes under advanced DSA, right? Greedy and DP is advanced DSA. So you have to prepare only DSA here for SP role. And sir has already mentioned that once you start with the process, don't wait for that preparation of SP or DSC. directly continue with your preparation. First, you have to complete the programming language, then start DSA concepts and implement them in that respective language. So if you are going with Java, continue with Java, otherwise Python or CPP, anything will work. But greedy and dynamic is something that they are especially targeting in SP role, considering that package, and you can expect the difficulty level will be medium to high for those problem statements, because 1 hour they are giving for one problem statement, and it will be something question wise timer will be there. Once your time is done, question will get auto replaced with the next question. So dynamic and greedy. In dynamic and greedy also, exactly what you have to do, there are 5 to 6 algorithms in each section, DP as well as greedy, that you have to target. If you see the greedy part, you have Dijkstra, Prim's algorithm, Kruskal's, loop finding detection, Bellman-Ford, Floyd-Warshall. Even in DP, you have Huffman coding, then LCS, longest common subsequence, Kadane algorithm, sliding window technique, even backtracking, a slow and fast pointer algorithm. We normally call it as tortoise and hare algorithm or loop detection algorithm in linked list. These are the topics, or these are the algorithms that you should target. Maximum question they have asked based on this, especially Kadane algorithm and sliding window. So rotate array sum, finding the element from the rotated array, linked list loop detection with optimized approach, because DSA is involved here. So especially the solution is expected to be more optimized, right? Now the strategy. I hope you got an idea that what are the topics that you need to prepare for these rounds or these particular roles. And the list already I have given, and the details will be provided to you soon as well. But strategy should be very simple. 3-step strategy I have developed here for that. If your fundamental concepts of programming languages are clear, you can solve any level of question, whether it is easy level or whether it is difficult level. So your first focus should be fundamental concept should be very clear, because you are entering into this market of Infosys through SE role. SE role is 99% is targeting aptitude sections. Only one section of technical is there, which is again non-coding section. So students will mostly neglect the coding part here for SE role, and major focus will be on aptitude. But parallelly, as Ajinkya sir has also told, that you have to continue with the same practice of coding, because DSC and SP, these are the two roles which of higher packages are dependent on coding. So you can come to a same conclusion that if you want higher package, there is no replacement or no excuse for coding part. If your coding is very good, if your technical knowledge in terms of assessment part of coding or logic development is very good, you can switch or you can jump to that higher level package. Once your fundamentals are clear, how to check whether those fundamentals are clear or not? So you have to implement those concepts through programming. So keep a target. I always guide my students with this golden rule, that keep a target of 3-3-4. What is this 3-3-4? It's pretty simple. 3 questions of easy level difficulty, 3 questions of medium level difficulty, and 4 questions of advanced level difficulty. Means on every topic you have to solve 10 questions. 3 of easy level, 3 of medium level, and 4 of advanced level. Different platforms, even the platform of Talent Battle you can use. We have a lot of content over there with respect to the particular company specific preparation. But if you keep target of 3-3-4, 10 questions on every topic, then definitely you will get a good practice hands-on, and that will definitely going to help you in your exams. Because if you calculate the things, one topic 10 questions, if there are 20 topics or 30 topics in all entire syllabus or the content which is important, you are almost solving 200 to 300 questions which are coding, and not only of one category, but it is for easy level, medium level, and advanced level. So you are already preparing for service based as well as product based parallelly. And when the time comes for drive, or when you're already done with these things, your major focus should be on previously asked question solving. That helps you to understand level of difficulty, that helps you to understand the pattern of the exams, the approach of company by asking those particular exams, right? So that we will be covering throughout the case. So this is the strategy that you need to follow throughout the preparation, right? So I hope you have got enough idea and understanding about the DSE role as well as SP role. Still, if you have any doubt regarding this part, content part, it was just a quick idea to help you against the topic, what type of topics you need to prepare for respective roles. Okay. Now over to you, Ajinkya sir, for rest of the things.
Just one
I'm done
student
from
has
my side.
one student has asked, do we have to learn both Java and Python, or one will be enough?
Any one programming language will be sufficient, but last time they have majorly focused on either Java or Python. Anyone, I have mentioned it as or Java or Python.
Correct, correct. Got it, sir. Thank you for the guidance. So, so I hope everyone has got the idea. They just let us not get confused. What is going to be the first thing? The first thing is going to be the system engineer role, okay, for which you are going to apply. 99% of that particular process is going to be aptitude, as we have discussed. If you complete the interview process, if you get selected, then you will be going for the next roles, which are DAC and SP. And sir has given you idea about the important topics, what should be your strategy, and that should be your ultimate goal, guys. Please try to understand. Okay, those who wish to go for the higher packages, make sure you follow these particular steps, which will help you. Okay, now let me go to the next part. So please try to understand the level of difficulty section wise. So the mathematical section is going to be a bit difficult because the number of questions are less and the timing given is more. So you can consider a difficult level. The logical reasoning will be bit medium to difficult. The verbal ability will be easy to medium. Okay, now what will help you in this particular case? Okay, some of you might be really good with the concept, some of you might have solved already good number of questions, but the next thing which you are supposed to do is to solve Infosys specific mock test, which will help you to get idea where do you stand, okay, considering the time management. So my suggestion will be to solve minimum 2 mock tests in next 10 to 15 days, which will help you. Also, whenever you are solving any exam, the general thing is do not waste too much time on a single question, because if you keep on doing it, there can be some other questions in which you are good, which are your strong areas, and you may not get the sufficient time. Okay, so that is again very important. Just give me a moment. So now the next question which students have already asked us in the chat box, how we can prepare. Now you know what Infosys is going to ask you, what you need to prepare section wise. The next thing will be how you need to prepare. Okay. So now you have understood the importance of working on aptitude for the system engineer role, majorly aptitude. For the next roles, it can be coding, DSA, DBMS. The resume, interview skills, and the mock interviews in general are going to be helpful. Those students who even wish to go for the higher roles, like for the system engineer, like higher role, basically SP role. Okay, some of you may get some questions related to latest technology as well. Okay, so overall, this is what you need to do for the company preparation. Now it is not only about Infosys, it can be about any company. Some of you are having Cognizant as well right now, or some of you are having Capgemini and some other companies as well. Now there are two things how you can prepare. There are two options, I will explain one by one. The first option is like do it alone. Already on YouTube you have thousands of videos. Okay, you can do it through it, like you can go through the different aptitude videos, coding separate videos are there, DSA videos are there. Even you may get some videos about Infosys specific preparation as well. Then once you do it, then try to understand about the different interview techniques, then you can practice some mock interviews as well on your own. But the only challenge in the situation one, you do not have sufficient time to find out the best, reliable, and verified resources. Okay. So there can be a second situation. Okay, those who wish to go for the free part, they can definitely continue with it. But suppose if you wish to save your time, which is the most precious asset, you can learn and prepare for Infosys from me and my expert team. Okay, you can become ready for Infosys with a structured, result oriented Infosys specific masterclass program. We have already helped 80,000 plus students in the last 10 years. Now, please let me be very clear with everyone. Please do not get confused. Those students who are already part of complete masterclass, you do not need to join this again. You are already part of it. Okay, you don't need to subscribe for it again. Those students where we are doing college level training, there are 60 plus colleges right now where we are connected with. You again don't need to subscribe for this again. You already have all the content on your dashboard. So the next information is for those who are completely new to this platform and they are not part of our any offerings, whether through any college or whether through the masterclass program. So those who belong to the college where we have done some offline trainings or maybe online trainings, or you have got the access for the dashboard, you don't need to register again. But I'm going to share you some very important information. Okay, make sure you also listen. Okay, so don't leave the meeting. I'm going to share some important important update about it. Okay, so these are some of the important feedbacks, okay, of our play students. It is available on Instagram as well. Okay, who should join this course? Only if you're serious about your career, you should be ready to put 100% efforts in the next upcoming days. Okay, you should not give any excuses during your placement journey. That is again very important. Even if you're absolutely zero with the preparation right now, we are fine with it. You just need to be honest with your preparation. You just need to follow whatever we tell you, and if you do it, you will be ready for the placement preparation. Okay, now what is going to be covered? I have one good news for all the students who are already part of the masterclass program. Also, for all those students where Talent Battle is conducting either offline training, online training, or they have access to the dashboard, the good news is on this Sunday, like day before, like a day after tomorrow, upcoming Sunday, we are going to have 6 hours of Infosys specific previous year questions based on aptitude. So 6 hours will be dedicated live training. I'm seeing on Zoom it will happen for those students who are registered, and also new students who will register for the masterclass. Okay. So what is the part of this particular masterclass program? Along with this 6 hours of live training, which will happen on Sunday, this is additional thing. We are just taking it for the revision purpose. Again, I am repeating, those who have already taken the masterclass, you will have access to it. Those colleges where we are already doing training or we have done the training, you will have access to it. And there can be some new students who will also join after this session. They will have access to it. Apart from that live training, you get 80 plus hours of Infosys specific course. Additionally, you get, if you don't know about anything about aptitude coding, you get 300 plus hours of course, which are certified courses of aptitude, CCPP, Java, Python, DSA. You get the best guidance. Also, you get to cover all the sections which are important for Infosys and other companies. This is not only about Infosys, it is for all companies. And you get a chance, masterclass students basically get a chance for the interviews part as well. Okay, so you get a chance to prepare for technical and personal interviews. Now this course has been created by the experts. Okay, now what I will do is I will just quickly again recap it. Okay, 6 hours of live session will happen on 21st September. So those students who are already part of our different programs, you will get a link about it. Those who are not part of it, you can register after this session. Okay, once it is done, you can start preparing for Infosys with all other videos. Okay, I will quickly jump to the dashboard. Many students have been asking me about the dashboard. I have opened our demo dashboard account. Okay. Once you register for the masterclass, you get a dashboard like this. I will first jump to the aptitude lectures. Okay. Those students who are completely unaware about the aptitude topics, if you do not have idea about aptitude, you don't need to worry. You don't need to scroll thousands of videos which are available online, okay, on YouTube. You just need to go through this particular playlist which we have created. So percentage topic, average topic, probability topic. Once you do these particular videos, you will be ready with the concepts. Okay. So as you can check, all the topics are available here. As I mentioned earlier, Infosys is going to ask you questions on crypt arithmetic as well. We have provided detailed videos of crypt arithmetic also. So you can check this. These are recorded sessions. The 6 hours live session is just additional thing which we are going to do for the revision purpose. Now, suppose if you need additional questions, apart from this topic, there is a separate course with the name extra practice questions. You can just click on this particular link. Again, you will have all the topics with additional questions for a single topic on dashboard. You get 80 to 120 questions which are more than enough for the preparation. You don't need to refer any other book, any other YouTube video, any other free resource. Whatever you need is available on the dashboard. Now the next very important thing for all those students who are not confident about English grammar, on this dashboard we have created basic grammar course where you can learn the tenses, sentence formation, passive voice, active voice, WH questions, because it is necessary for verbal ability. Once you do it, you can start attempting the questions based on verbal ability. So this is about aptitude lectures. I'm just giving you a quick overview. Okay, so you get idea about it. Basically, whatever you need for the aptitude, it is available on the dashboard. The next part is going to be technical courses. In technical courses, you have C, DSA in C, C++, DSA in C++, Java, DSA in Java, Python, DSA in Python. Apart from that, you have operating system, database, computer network course. We have 100 days coding course as well, where you can solve the coding segments every day and you can improve your confidence. And there is a separate course for the competitive coding. in which the questions from HackerRank, HackerEarth, then CodeShape, all the questions are covered. So it is not necessary you do each and every course. Suppose if you want to revise Python, if you want to revise Java, or if you want to start from basic, all these courses are certified courses. You can learn from absolute basic to the advanced level, whether it is a programming language or a DSA. The next most important part is company specific training. Okay, I will jump to the Infosys part. Okay, all those students who already have access to this particular dashboard, whether you are from complete masterclass or whether you belong to any college where we are doing any training offline, online, or you have dashboard access, what you need to do in next 20-25 days, you just need to make sure you go to the company specific training, you click on Infosys preparation course. Once you click, make sure you go through all the videos which are necessary for SE role. Once you clear the SE role, we have already created a lot of videos for SP and DAC role as well. So we are not going to leave you only at 3.6 LPA. Our target is to make sure you go for 9.5 lakhs package as well. So your target in next 20 days, everyone listen to me very carefully. If you already are good with the aptitude and coding, directly jump to the Infosys course. In next 20 days, cover each and every video. I am just scrolling it down. You can check so many videos we have already created, so many, all these videos. Okay, you can check so many videos. You don't need anything else apart from it. Okay, so just make sure you cover it. Currently, for initial 15-20 days, you can skip SP role because they are not going to immediately ask you questions on it. Once your exam is over, you can go for those videos. Okay, so those who are going to join after this session as well, you need to cover each and every video which is part of Infosys specific course. Now, this particular masterclass is not only for Infosys, it is for TCS, it is for Cognizant, Accenture, Capgemini, all these companies as well. Almost all service-based and product-based companies. Okay, so those who wish to register, they can go for it. Additionally, we have provided you the projects. There are 40 plus projects which you get for the profile building based on the programming languages and latest technologies. You get latest technology courses, like there is a 300 plus hours of detailed course. If you go for Cognizant, they are going to ask you questions on HTML, CSS, JavaScript as well, web UI. If you go for some other companies, they will ask you questions on latest technologies as well. So we have provided you these certified courses. I'm just scrolling it down so you can check so many videos we have created for it. Okay, so similarly we have robotics, we have IoT, we have recently covered Power BI, MS Excel course as well additionally. Okay, so these are there is separate course for the resume and interview preparation. In the resume and interview preparation, you can learn how to prepare for technical interviews, how to prepare for the personal interviews, again group discussion, resume, all the things are there. Those who are part of the masterclass, you get a chance for the mock interviews with the expert as well. You can tell us that you want to practice a mock interview, we will arrange it for you. Okay, and the last but not the least is the mock test. You get company specific test, you get a topic wise test. Okay, there are a couple of tests, additional tests which we have added. There are some technical tests as well which you can get. So each and everything whatever you need for the placement preparation is available on the dashboard. Additionally, we have added one new feature where you can do AI resume analysis as well. You just need to upload your resume and system will provide you score based on ATS. So these are the new things which we have added onto the system. So this is like a one-stop platform for you for the placement preparation. Now the next question is about the pricing and all. I will just jump to that part as well. Just give me a moment. Okay, just give me a moment. Let me just share the screen about the pricing. We have just launched the discount as well. Okay. Now, one thing, if it is important to you, you will find a way. If not, you will find an excuse. Okay. So you need to be ready, completely ready to take 100% efforts for this particular drive. Right now, in front of you, I have opened one particular screen, slide where we have mentioned the prices. Okay. So the product or the training is called like complete placement preparation masterclass, and you can register it for the particular validity. You can register it for 3 months, 6 months, 12 months, 24 months. Usually the 3 months price which we usually keep is around 3199, but right now since the market like students need this particular opportunity, we have reduced the prices a lot. And even for this particular session, the prices you can check for the 3 months validity for all the dashboard which I have shown you, it is 699 per student. Okay, and you get additional 10 days validity on it. Okay, For 6 months, the price is 999. Again, please note those students who belong to the masterclass, you don't need to register again. Those students where we have done certain training, offline training, online training, if you are a part of a talent battle family already, you don't need to register for it. But there can be some new students who are not aware or who are not part of talent battle. If your college is not part of it, you can register it separately. The prices are very less. Okay. If you want to register, if you want to have the access for 12 months, the price is 1499. Additionally, you get 30 days validity. And if you want to register for 2 years, the price is only 1999. You get additional 60 days validity. This particular offer is valid only for midnight, okay, till midnight. Now, one more thing. There can be some students who want to register in a group. So if you have two or more than two friends, and if you want to register together, we have certain more offers as well. So suppose there are two friends who want to register for 3 months. So rather than 699, you need to pay 599 each. Okay, so you get 100 rupees additional discount. Again, if you want to go for 6 months, you pay 899. Okay, and similarly for the next prices. But for the buddy offer, what you need to do, you just need to message us on this particular number. Okay, because for the single registration, I will share you the link. Just give me a moment. I have shared the link in the Zoom. I will share you the link. The link for the YouTube is already in the description. I will just open the chat box and share it with you. Other students who want to register in bulk, okay, in a group, just take a screenshot. Okay, write down this particular number. Okay, so you can register. Now, I will just, you don't need to apply any coupon code. We have kept the prices flat. You can directly register. I will just go to the screen. Okay. So once you come to this particular link, you need to click on enroll now. You get an option of 3 months, 6 months, 12 months, and even 24 months. You can choose any validity. The content is same. Just you can access it for a certain time period. Okay. And then you can pay using a debit card, credit card, or UPI, or even net banking. Okay. This particular course is more than enough for any campus preparation. Okay, I have shared the link in the Zoom. Let me quickly share the link in the, just give me a moment. Just give me a moment. Let me quickly share the link in YouTube as well. On YouTube, I'm trying to open the chat box. The link is already there in the description. Right now, I have opened the chat box. So those who are on YouTube, you can just refresh the video and you can check the link which I have shared. Okay. Now, even on YouTube, you can ask me the questions, okay? And those who are on Zoom, you can also ask me the questions. I will just open the chat box. Just that Zoom has made this particular chat box very difficult. I need to open each and every student's ID to check the question, okay? Check if there is any way to avoid it. Those who are on YouTube, you can just refresh it. Yes, the discount is valid only till midnight, okay? Even if you do not have any drives right now, you need to understand there are going to be opportunities in future. So you need to start preparing. Please do not waste the time. And it is not only about Infosys, it is for all the companies. Okay, that this particular masterclass is for all the companies, and the price is also very less. Okay, let me check if there are any queries. Is Infosys drive offline or online? You will get information about it from your college. Pooja, I have shared the link. Okay. Any query, guys? We can end this particular session in 5 minutes. If you're already doing C++ and have a good pace in it, do we need to shift to Java and Python? Arya, for some companies and some opportunities, you may need to shift to Java, okay, or Python, depending on the company if they are not providing you the interface for it. Okay, it totally depends. ये मैं तो कोडिंग ही नहीं है आई मीन हमारे ब्रांच में सब नहीं है Rutuja, as I have mentioned earlier, the initial round is going to be 95%, more than 95% about aptitude. So you need to consider this like a golden opportunity. Okay, so make sure you focus more on aptitude, which will help you to crack this particular company. Okay, uh, can you give me summary? We have already given. Okay, I will check if any PDF can be shared later on. I will try to put it on Instagram if possible.
When students can expect the exam for DAC and SC, it totally depends on college and like when they declare the results. So once the results are declared, the usual process takes time 20 to 30 days. Okay. About Sunday live session 6 hours aptitude, where we get the link for it? Akshata, if you are a masterclass student, you will get the link into your masterclass group. If your college level training part, like if you're a part of some college level, we will share it through the TNP department. Okay. If you're not registered with any of the training, you can register it now through the link which I have shared. Okay. What questions are covered during interview? Bhagyashri, we will try to create a separate video regarding interview preparation for the role. Okay, the usual questions for the SE role, just to give you idea more about the resume part. Okay, like whatever you have mentioned in the project, certifications, seminars, it will be more about it. Okay, yes, HR interview related questions will be there. Tell about the Infosys round. How many round? I have already covered it. Those students who have joined late, you can check it on our YouTube channel. We have already uploaded this particular video. Okay. Prajwal is asking how difficult will the aptitude test will be. Section wise, the mathematical ability is going to be difficult. Then the logical reasoning. Then the verbal ability. Okay. You can check guess it based on the timing as well, which is provided. Okay. Can you repeat the first 15 minutes of the session? Sri Vikas, what you can do, the same entire video is available on YouTube. You can check about it. Okay. Is the mock interview available for the masterclass student? Yes. Those students who belong to masterclass, okay, you are going to get the mock interview facility. You can avail it anytime. Does DSU include? What is DSU? DAC is part of the masterclass already. Please note everyone, on Sunday, the session which we are going to get, it is like a refresher session. It is not only required. Along with the 6 hours of session, you are supposed to do all the videos which are available inside the course, like the Infosys course. Okay. Is 25 to 30 days enough for the preparation? If you put 4 to 5 hours on day-to-day basis, it can be enough. Okay. Just give me a moment. I'm checking. Where can I find Infosys? Is there any website or platform other than Masterclass? You can find it on YouTube as well. There are multiple videos. Okay. So I want to get placed in BMW as a computer engineer. So can I prepare my goals from this course? Now, what you need to understand, the questions or the overall the basic concepts, whether it is aptitude, whether it is coding like programming language, DSA, and even the higher level questions based on competitive coding. All these concepts can be covered using this particular course. Then for BMW or any specific company, if they have something additional, you need to just cross check it out. Okay. Because in the company specific training, we do not have it directly. Okay. But the overall content is going to be sufficient. For campus drive, we usually make the resume using Canva, which look good, but are not ATS friendly. In Infosys recruitment, we have received an email. Yes. ATS friendly. So on the dashboard, I will just jump to the dashboard again. Just give me a moment, guys. So on the Talent Battle dashboard, we have created one AI video, AI tool basically, not video, where you can generate your resume, okay, which is ATS friendly resume. So there are a couple of other platforms as well, okay. Namrata, if you have not joined, you can just refresh this video later on and check all the details, okay. The video is going to be there. Those who have joined us for the first time, make sure you subscribe to the channel as well, so you get information. Those who are on Zoom, it is getting difficult for me to read because the chats are separate. How do I know it is coming from TNP Masterclass or other? Is aptitude question pattern is? Revati, you can just check if any talent battle training has happened earlier for you, or if you're part of Masterclass. If not, you can directly join the link. Okay. For game development industries, directly won't. Okay. So does Infosys shortlist forms using ATS though? Right now, there is no fixed information about it. Okay. Or can't say if Infosys will visit for the second time, for the on-campus drives at least. Okay. You need to make sure whatever opportunity you have right now, you convert that opportunity. Okay, I'm sharing the link again. So again, just revising, okay, what exactly is going to happen. Yes. So in the masterclass program on Sunday, we are going to have 6 hours of aptitude specific, Infosys specific question. Please note, On Sunday, we are not going to discuss the basics because we will not have that much time. We will directly take the Infosys specific questions and we will explain it. Suppose if you do not know the basics, on dashboard, you already have all the aptitude videos from basic, you have the coding videos as well. You can learn from it. But during those 6 hours, the entire focus will be on the previous year questions of Infosys. But it is not only sufficient. Along with those 6 hours, on dashboard, you have 80 plus hours of Infosys specific questions only, which are recorded. If you cover each and every video which is part of Talent Battle dashboard, it is sufficient for you. And we are going to add 2 Infosys specific mock tests as well in upcoming days, which you can try, which will help you for the time management as well. Okay. So guys, if you are having any further queries, you can message us. Okay. You can come to our website. I will just jump to the website as well. So this is applicable. The preparation is applicable for on campus as well as off campus, Namrata. So the guys, you can come to this particular number, like site, you can click on chat with us, or you can go to our Instagram channel and send us message. Okay. If you wish to register in group, you can just send us message. So you will get a further reduction in the price, or you can just click on the enroll now part. Okay. So with this, I will just again jump to, just give me a moment. Okay. If I only have 5 days for the preparation, how to do it? Prajwal, in that case, your entire focus should be on the specific Infosys questions only. Suppose if you are already part of Talent Battle, just go through that Infosys specific course which is available on the dashboard. It will be enough. Okay. But if you are not good with the basics, it can be a bit challenging. Okay. So guys, with this, I'm ending this session. I hope this particular session has helped you to get idea. Those who are not part of our YouTube channel, make sure you subscribe to it, because in upcoming days, the Cognizant has already launched, Capgemini is happening, Accenture will also launch. We hope that TCS launch this time early. Okay, so it gets beneficial for all the students. So we'll be uploading all these details to our YouTube channel. So make sure you subscribe to it. Okay, and also you can connect with us on Instagram as well. Again repeating, on Sunday we are having 6 hours of Infosys specific session, and you get recordings for it. So even if it is not possible for you to attend it live, you get the recording of those session. Don't worry about it. Okay. So all the very best for this particular exam. Please do not take this opportunity lightly. Make sure you convert this opportunity, and the target should be to go for the higher packages as well. Okay. Like specialist programmer role or DAC role. Okay. So all the best guys. I will end this particular session. Thank you.